They are being aggressive.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going up top. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Give to the big fullback. Running through top. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Manning. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Under fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On third down, going up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when...
Lets it fly. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Oh, look at... And now the hit knocks it loose. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They'll open the second half on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut...
Snags it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the...
Looking deep. stretch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Makes the quick grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is good.
He's loose. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep...
He's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 25. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
To the air, it's Manning. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Look out, he's got room. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. We've got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Moore. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Well, jet sweep pass. Runs through a tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up-tempo for the offense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He wants to go deep. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. That pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Looking for the score. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a...
Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. He's into the open down the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they're